First of all, like my family was like a weird like family because I was like, I mean, my parents never told me like it's bad if you're queer, but like at the same time, they always made me feel like it was better if I was in a relationship with a woman, like even when I was, especially when I was really young, and when I was 12, I had feelings for another guy, and like I came out as gay in an environment that was really not receptive to this. So it went like, it was really hard. I was in middle school at the time, and I got really discriminated for this. And like then I also like felt feelings for a girl. So getting older, I found that I was like bisexual, and this was really like, yeah, I mean, I was also maybe in a more like progressive high school, so I had not so much problems at this time. But this came back when I started doing like my preparatory class in France, and it was 2 years. And basically, during the first months, like the first few months, I was like not in a relationship, but I was like flirting and like dating a guy that was friend, and like the word kind of spread among the class that I was like dating a guy, and I don't know why, but this was such a big deal for people around me, and like. At this time I got kind of discriminated again, and I was feeling this, but I got excluded kind of from friend group. Like the boys from my class didn't want to be friend of me, which was like super shitty. I was not attracted to them at all, but they were like scared that I would make them gay, I don't know. And so, but then after this, like the engineering school I was studying at was extremely progressive. It was like a big shock when I arrived there. There was like a huge queer community there, and it was really where I explored myself, like discovered myself. And at the same time, like I met, like not at the same time, but a bit later during university, I met this the girl I'm in a relationship with. So. She was also part of the queer community in Paris, and she introduced me to a lot of places and a lot of people that helped me finding out more about my own identity. So this was a really good experience, and I feel like I discovered myself so much more, and all of these feelings that I had kind of kept away for years were like coming back, and like I was feeling eventually like I could be myself, like I was in a good surrounding. And I feel like at the same time, being in a relationship with a girl was also kind of helping me facing less discriminations, because like being in a, like even though it's not really, but like being in something that from outside looks like an heteronormative relationship is really keeping you away from a lot of troubles. I feel like I never like really came out at work. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's something that I'm afraid of doing, if I'm scared that people would, yeah, like would judge me for, or like, my colleagues can tell that I have like a different way of expressing my masculinity for sure. Like, and yeah, like, but at the same time I never came out as like queer. I mean, like people from the queer community here probably know because I'm coming to the events. I don't know if it's like, I don't think I would have troubles or anything about it, but at the same time I'm just like, you know, I'm coming from this family environment where I was told that it was no problem, like it was not a problem, but at the same time I was feeling like there was a problem if I was queer. I'm not, yeah, so maybe I'm a bit traumatized from this, and it's kind of hard to, yeah, to come out about this in the workplace, especially like I feel like I have a good like straight passing kind of like yeah, like this thing of being in a relationship with a girl, and like, yeah. So this is really frustrating, and at the same time it's like so funny because when, I mean, not about this, it's kind of different, but like more about what we were saying before about role models in science. Like, I feel like every time I'm outside of work and I'm telling people I'm like doing research, people are like, what, you're not an artist? Or like something like this. And I feel like it's really cool because like, from outside maybe you couldn't tell that I'm a scientist, and that's something I really like, that I give a different impression of the scientific community, and I'm there like in these queer spaces saying like, yeah guys, I'm doing research. Like, I don't know if it's like, I don't know if anyone is getting inspired by me. I'm not pretending this, but at least if I can help people changing their mind about the scientific community and generate some positive changes this way, even though it's probably really, really small, yeah, this is something I'm happy with.